Hey, so I did a shop my stash of my makeup earlier and now decided to show you all what I picked out. So to start for face primers, I picked out the Dermablend Professional, the Instagrip Jelly Primer. I'm going to give that a try, and then I'm also going to try to empty the Becca Backlight priming filter. I don't exactly like this very well. I really want to empty it and be done with it, but I have a full size that I need to use up to, but I just want to get that out of the way. So then I also have this Mario Badescu facial spray. I have just a little bit left of this, like hardly anything. I'm going to finish that off, and then I'm going to go into the Pixie Glow Mist. I have some of this left, probably a week or two, so I'm going to go ahead and empty this up too. And then the MAC Fix Plus I use a lot with shimmer shades, so I'm going to go ahead and use this. I'm almost empty on this as well, so I want to try to empty this. And then for a face primer, or not a face primer, a setting spray, I really like the Smashbox Priming Water. So I'm going to use this. And then I decided to go with the Burt's Bees Goodness Glows Foundation. I really didn't like it last week when I wore it, but it's a little bit too light on my skin, and it kind of was like a little peely, like, I don't know, it just didn't lay very well, but it was, I don't think I exfoliated well, so I'm going to give it another shot and see how I feel. I also have the Makeup Revolution baking oil. I have really dry under eyes, so I'm going to keep that around just in case. Very quickly, I have the Benefit concealer for my under eye. That's a pretty hydrating formula. I have a deluxe sample of the Becca under eye brightener that I need to finish. Moving on to brows, I'm going to be using the Benefit Precisely My Brow. It's the oldest brow product I have in my arsenal, so I'm going to go ahead and finish that up. I also have the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel. I really started using brow gels recently, and I really like them, so I'm going to try to empty that out. It's a deluxe size, so hopefully it can go. The two eyeliners I picked out, both are Pat McGrath. One is a pencil, and it's Blitz Brown, and then the other one is just a liquid liner. So I have those, and then I like to layer my mascaras, so I do Roller Lash on the bottom, and I'm going to try to empty out the Monster Big mascara. I have a couple deluxe sizes I need to empty out. I have Under Eye Setting Power from Laura Mercier, and I have a Dermablend Deluxe Sampler I would like to use up. I have Urban Decay's eyeshadow primer. That is the oldest one I have, and I need to use that up. This is a skin finishing powder, so it's going to be the MAC Light Plus. For highlighters, I have a ColourPop Flexitarian and my Anastasia Beverly Hills Sun Dipped palette. And then I have a Butter Bronzer. And then moving into blush, I have this Tarte palette. Gosh, it's this one right here. It's, I don't even know. Oh, a Color Wheel. So I've had this for a while, and I don't really have much use out of it. I'm going to play around with it and see if I really like it. Otherwise, it may be gifted to a new home. And then finally, eyes. So this week, I'm doing this for 2 weeks, but I really decided I wanted to do a neutral palette and then a more bold palette to go with it. So I grabbed my Wet n Wild Single and Brulee. That's just my overall eye like setting powder, so I can come in and do some blended out looks. This is a Makeup Geek 9-pan eyeshadow palette. A lot of browns, some shimmers, and more of like gray taupes. So I'm going to do a lot of natural everyday makeup looks. And then I threw this one in here for color and for fun. It's the new Tarte Remix Tarkist palette, and I actually really like the formula. It's really nice, and I'm going to pull some color out of here, but I mostly am going to work on the other palette. So that's what I've pulled for Shop My Stash for the next 2 weeks, and I will be back in a couple weeks with a new Shop My Stash video, and then also throughout the week some looks I've done with the palettes.